All right. So it looks like it's just the two of us this morning, which is
Okay. Yeah, my
Right.
husband may join. He
all
may
right.
join.
Good.
Trying
Good.
to get stuff
So we're going to
together.
start. I'll mute you and anybody else who
Okay.
comes in just in case. And we're
Okay.
going to sitting on a block. I can
Okay.
put that down a little bit. With your legs crossed. And of course, I like to sit on a block so that my knees kind of gravitate down towards the ground, opens up my hips. And the last thing you want is to sit with your knees way up here. If you're on the ground, that's why you sit on the block, to help open up the hips, so the knees kind of gravitate down. And if you look down at your feet, you can just kind of see, you don't have to do it, but see what it feels like to line up heel in front of heel. So heel in front, see, it's a little bit deep. And you might say, no, I don't like it. I'm going to just crisscross a little bit more. It's just something to think about. And then sitting up nice and tall. Before we breathe, let's interlace our hands in front. Flip the palms out, shoulders down. And then tuck your chin to your heart, push your hands away, round your back, scoop your belly in. And inhale, come straight up. And exhale, chin to chest, round your belly back, shoulders come forward. Inhale, up, and you can move at a different speed than me. And last time, tuck and round. And then come all the way up. Reach those arms up. I know my arms are cut off, that's all right. Reach those arms up. And separate your fingers and let the arms float all the way out and down. Bring your fingertips to your shoulders, elbows are soft, and begin to make some backward shoulder movements. And let your head just move in any way that feels good. And go forward, meaning that sometimes you might like the head to stay neutral. Sometimes you feel the urge to kind of open up and loosen any crooks in your neck. It's kind of an individual choice. And I like this shoulder movement because it's the most gentle but very effective. Really nice. Release the hands, and then let's take a twist. Right hand behind, left hand over. Inhale up through the crown, and exhale, gently twist to the right, being very careful with the neck. So it's not a neck twist, it's a belly twist. Let the elbows be soft. You can nod your head no a little bit. You keep your neck soft. But then inhale up through the crown, and as you exhale, feel your belly twisting more to the right. Soften those muscles in the groin and the hip, inside the legs. Soften your face muscles, soften the shoulders. And then look straight ahead. Bring your right arm forward, left arm underneath. So you're crossing as much as you can, eagling the arms. So you bring the backs of your hands together. And then if you can bring your left fingers to the palm of the right, looking straight through the hands. Eyes are soft. Extend the elbows away from you. Inhale and bring your elbows straight up, look up. Exhale, lower the elbows. Breathe. And now a gentle twist to the other side. Right hand comes outside of the left leg, left hand behind, roll the left shoulder back. Inhale up through the crown of the head and exhale. Feel the belly twist to the left, let the elbows be soft. And you can nod your head no and yes, and then steady. Continue to roll that left shoulder back, the crease of that left elbow. See if you can turn it more to the left. And feel your belly be soft as you twist. Let it move back and forth with your breath. And then look straight ahead. Bring the left arm over, across your body, right arm underneath. As high as you can with the cross. Bring the backs of the hands together and then bring your right fingertips in front of the left palm. And then you're looking softly through the hands, straight ahead. Extend the elbows away. Feel the stretch in your upper back. Inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale and lower. And release your hands. Bring your hands behind you. Roll the shoulders back. Lift the heart up. And then look up at the sky. Keep rolling those shoulders back. Lift the heart up. Imagine a rope is pulling your heart up towards the sun. And then look straight ahead. And now place your feet flat on the ground. Come into reverse tabletop. So I'm just going to turn to the side. You could stay just like that and then lift the hips up, looking down at your belly. Roll your shoulders back. You can turn your hands more to the sides to get a little bit more opening. Fingers pointing to the sides, lifting the glutes up. Feel the hip flexors opening up. Maybe look up at the sky. Reach the crown of the head away from the tailbone. Beautiful. Lower the hips back down to the block. Straighten your legs, bounce the knees up and down. Come back to your crisscross, but the weird way, so it should feel unnatural. Probably not as comfortable unless you're uber flexible and symmetrical, and none of us are perfectly symmetrical. So it's the weird way. And you might notice, like in this direction, my ankles don't cross exactly in front. It's just, there we go. So sitting up nice and tall, close your eyes. And as you inhale, visualize the spine lengthening up towards the sun. Exhale, feel the hips relax down to the ground, feet resting on the earth. Again, inhale, lengthen the spine, tuck the chin in just a tiny, tiny bit. Feel the back of your head ramping up a ramp backwards. Kind of helps align the head right over the spine, right over the tail. So your breath is full but gentle. And we'll offer the breath of calmness before we start flowing. So after your next exhalation, take a slow, soft inhale through the nose and draw the breath in and up above the crown. And when you've reached the height, open the mouth, exhale everything out through the mouth, visualizing the breath coming back down your head, through your body, down through the earth and out. When you're ready again, inhale through the nose, draw the breath in and up above the crown. When you've reached the height, retain the breath there for as long as you can with comfort. Visualize the breath swirling at the crown for as long as you can. And then when you're ready, opening the mouth, exhale everything out completely. When you're ready, inhale through the nose, last time. Draw the breath in and up above the crown. Retain the breath at the height. Visualize the breath swirling for as long as you can with comfort. And then when you're ready, opening your mouth, exhale everything out completely. Retain the breath for as long as you can with comfort on your exhalation. And then resume your natural breath in and out through the nose. Gentle peace pervading. Chin comes down to your heart, still sitting up nice and tall. Feel the back of your neck opening up. Let's offer a head roll over to the right. Right ear, right shoulder. Head comes back. Chin up. Left ear, left shoulder. And head comes forward. When you're ready, inhale, left ear, left shoulder. Exhale, head back. And your breath might be different than what I'm saying, and that's all right. Right ear, right shoulder. And the head comes forward. From here, bring your hands down in front, uncross your legs, and let's come into tabletop. Into tabletop. You can face the front of your mat, walk towards the front of your mat. Fingers are spread nice and wide. Push the ground away. Chin to chest, round your back up to the sky. Belly comes up towards the sky. And then let the belly release, tailbone tips up, look straight ahead. And then continue to flow in your cat-cow. Close the eyes and feel your back opening and closing as you flow back and forth. And then straighten your back, crown of the head forward, reach that right arm all the way up. Rotate your wrist. Open and close your hand, and then thread the needle. Right shoulder on the ground, right ear on the ground. Feel that nice twist in your upper back. You can walk your left hand in under that left shoulder, or reach the left hand up, turn it, bend the elbow, and rest the hand outside that right hip. Or wrap that hand in front of that right thigh. No one thing is right, just whatever feels best for you this morning. And feel your breath moving with your belly. Feel your chest responding to the inhales and the exhales. And reach that left arm all the way back up. Left hand back down, unwind, right arm comes up, and then the right hand comes back down. Okay, left arm up, unwind, reach that left arm all the way up to the sky, rotate your wrist, open and close, and thread the needle. Left shoulder under, left ear on the ground. Walk that right hand in and push that right shoulder back. Or you can reach that right arm all the way up, turn the palm, and wrap that hand outside the left wrist. Roll that right shoulder back. And reach that right arm all the way up. Right hand comes down. Unwind, left arm comes up. And then the left hand comes all the way back down. Give your hips a little wiggle back and forth. Shift the hips back. Tuck the toes. Spread your fingers nice and wide. And lift the hips up for downward facing dog and begin to paddle out the legs. Take your time, walk in the dog. Bend that right knee, straighten that left underneath the left armpit. Bend the left knee, straighten the right, look underneath the right armpit. And then straighten your dog. Inhale up on the toes. Exhale, bend the knees deeply. They're just a few inches off the ground. Inhale, push your hips back. Exhale, straighten the legs. 2 more times. Inhale up on the toes. Exhale, bend the knees deeply. Inhale, push your hips back. Exhale, straighten the legs. Last time. Inhale up on the toes. Exhale, bend the knees deeply. Inhale, push your hips back. Exhale, straighten the legs. Let's come into a plank. Shoulders over wrists, belly up towards the ceiling, tailbone back. Tuck the pelvis under. Keep the hips lifting up, belly up towards the sky. Opening up the backs of the knees. Shift your weight forward. You can either lower knees down and then belly down, or lower all the way down to the ground. Slowly untuck your toes. Walk your hands back, right by the breastbone. Fingers are spread nice and wide. Toes are untucked. Lift your feet and your hands off the ground for baby cobra. So shoulders are away from the ears. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. And you're looking 3 feet in front of you on the ground. Pointing your toes, lift those legs up. Lifting the hands up. Breathe here. Lower all the way back down. Let's push back onto hands and knees, coming into puppy. So make sure the knees are a little wider than hips distance. Walk your hands out, maybe coming on fingertips. Keep the hips over the knees and stretch your fingers forward. Keep the elbows off the ground. Maybe your head comes down to the ground, maybe not. Some of us, your chin might come down to the ground and your chest comes down to the ground. It just depends on your flexibility. Really nice. And then lift your head up, walk your hands in. Bring your knees together and your feet together. Tuck your toes. Tuck all 10 toes underneath. Walk your hands back, stretching out the backs of your feet. See if you can sit on your heels. Okay, reach the arms all the way up. And then hold opposite elbows. You're framing your face. Holding opposite elbows, let's crescent over to the right, feel the left side. Open up, look up underneath that left elbow, up at the sky. And then inhale up and exhale over to the left. Look underneath that right arm. And then come all the way back up and gently unwind. Really nice. Bring your hands all the way down and tap out your feet. Okay, one cat-cow. Straighten it out. And now let's step that right foot right outside the right hand. Give your hips a little wiggle from side to side. So your right foot is right outside that right hand. Tailbone back. And then you walk your left hand straight out. And then the right hand comes straight out. But you reach your tailbone back. So the right hand comes out, the left hand comes out, the head descends between the arms. Some of us might like to be on blocks. Press the inside of that right foot down to the ground. So you're dragging the floor. You walk your fingertips forward. My palms are off the ground, and I'm trying to drag the floor towards me. Big stretch inside that right leg. You can lower the left elbow. It's a lot deeper, so you might say that's not for you. And then the right elbow down to the ground. Or on blocks. You can put your left elbow on a block and the right elbow on a block. That counts too. Breathe in here. Feeling the sensation, the hips, inner legs opening up here. And then straightening your arms, right palms on the ground next to that right foot. Press that right shoulder against that right knee. Lift the left arm all the way up. Looking towards the left, feel the belly turning towards the left. And then the left hand comes down, tuck the back toe, and wiggle that left leg back, lift up that left knee. So that left heel is, if there was a wall there, that left heel would be pushing against the wall. Right arm comes up, easy twist. Reach that right arm up, straight up. Back of the head comes back, turn your chin towards your shoulder, and then let the belly open up to the sky, lean back. Palm is wide, fingers are spread wide. So good, bring your right hand down to the ground inside that right foot. Keep squeezing that left hip forward, walk your hands to the left. Walk your hands to the left towards the back of the mat. Push your butt back. Keep that right knee bending. Push your butt back away from your head. Feel the stretch on the right side. For a little bit more, turn the left hip down towards the ground. Walk your hands forward and then up and over that right leg, twisting towards the right. And then bring your hands, flank your right foot with your hands. You can heel toe that right foot a little closer towards the midline. Lower the left knee. Push your front foot down. Lift your back up off your leg. You're straight up and down now. Bring your arms up. So preparing for Anjaneyasana, you could stay right here if your lower back feels a little tender. If your lower back feels great, yogi's choice. You could keep that toe tucked or untucked. Let the hips descend. Reach the arms up, looking straight ahead. Feel that left hip flexor opening up. Breathe here. Turn the pinkies in, separate the hands, open up your heart to the sky. So good, bring your hands down around that front foot, shift your hips back, and you can lift up the toes. I like to bring my hand on my right foot and draw it closer towards the midline. Give your hips a wiggle from side to side. Now you can be on blocks here if you like. Squeeze the left hip forward, coming into our runner stretch. Inhale and lengthen, exhale and fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, elbows bend out to the sides, and let the head go. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale and fold. Close your eyes. Feel that right leg opening up behind the leg. And push your strong arms down into the ground. Lift your back up. Walk your hands forward. Bend that front knee. Tuck the back toe. Lift that back knee. Now lift the hips up. Straighten your legs. Fold over your straight leg. Rebend that right knee. And lift the hips up and straighten. Flowing here. Inhale as you bend. Look straight ahead. Exhale. Lift the hips up and fold over. A few more times. The next time you straighten your legs, stay there. Walk the left hand out to the left a little bit more. You can place your palm on the ground. Reach the right arm all the way up. Reach that right arm up and roll your belly towards the ceiling, towards the sky. Maybe tip your chin up towards the shoulder. Beautiful, bring your right hand all the way down. Rebend that right knee, step it back, downward facing dog. Shake it out. Steady it up. Plank. Left arm, side plank. Come to the left side, right arm comes up. Reach those hips up. So the right foot could be in front with that knee bent, or if you're feeling very strong, keep that foot stacked or raise that right leg up. Come back to your regular plank. Over to the other side. Hips up, left arm up. Raise the left leg up. Flex your foot. Breathe. And come back to a plank. So good, lower the knees. Okay, 3 cat-cows. Breathing, feel your back opening and closing here. And then straighten your back. And then let's step the left foot forward. So the left foot is outside the left hand. Give your hips a little wiggle. Side to side. And now, tailbone straight back. So flatten your back as much as you can. Crown of the head forward, tailbone back, nose is pointing down to the ground. And then walk the right fingertips forward and the left fingertips forward. Let the head descend between the arms. You can feel your ears on either side of your arms. Breathe there. And then if you want a little bit more, you can lower that right forearm down and then the left forearm down. And the left one is, that's where it gets really juicy. Let the head go. Breathe here, softening the legs, soften the toes, soften your fingers. And then straightening your arms. Left hand is on the ground right next to your foot. Press your left shoulder against that left knee and then reach that right arm up to the sky. Reach the right arm up, roll the right shoulder back. Lift the shoulder away from the ear. Feel your belly moving with your breath. Right hand comes down, tuck the back toe with that back knee, and you might wiggle that right foot back a little bit. Hands are right underneath the shoulders. Arms are straight. Left arm comes up, easy twist. Reach the left arm up, roll the left shoulder back. Belly turning up towards the sky. Right shoulder comes towards that left knee. Keep the hips, the knee bending so the hip lowers a little down to the ground, laying back this twist. Okay, left hand comes down inside that left foot. Keep your feet and legs exactly the same way. Now walk your hands to the right towards the back of the mat. You can walk your hands forward, push your butt back, let the head come between your arms, keep that left knee bending, turn the right hip down. Walk your hands forward, and then over to the left. Hoist your belly over your leg, twisting to the left. And then bring your hands back around your left foot, heel toe left foot in a little bit. Lower that back knee. Push yourself up, arms coming up, setting up for Anjaneyasana. Shoulders and hips straight ahead, so you can stay here, or let the hips glide down towards the ground. Reach the arms up. Breathe here, reach the fingertips up. Turn pinkies in, thumbs out, look up at the sky. It's gonna be a beautiful day. Smile. Hands come back down to the ground. Okay, hips come back, toes come up. You can bring your left hand on top of the toes and straighten it out, or bring it over towards the right a little bit. Give your hips a swish back and forth. And then straightening it up. So you're thinking right hip forward, left hip back. You're pushing out through your heel. This is a big stretch right here. And you might be up on blocks up here. It's all a big stretch. And then from wherever you are, elbows bend out to the sides. Inhale, think of your chest lifting up. And as you exhale, with a flat back or as much as possible, elbows bend out to the sides, head comes down. Inhale and lift and lengthen. Exhale down. Inhale, lift. Exhale down. Last time. Close your eyes, breathe here, feel. And then lift your head, straighten your arms, place left foot down, bend that left knee, tuck the back toe, and lift the back knee. And then from here, lift the hips up and folding over your leg. Rebend that left knee, shoulders down, heart lean, reaching forward, and lift the hips up and fold. And continue to flow. And then the next time you straighten your legs, stay there. Walk the right hand off the mat to the right, palm is down, and reach that left arm up. Twist the belly up to the sky. And then bring your left hand inside that left foot. So let's walk our feet to the right. So now we're in a wide open V. And if you're not facing me, you could if you want. Bring your hands on your hips, shoulders away from ears, squeeze the elbows together, come up with a flat back. Okay, roll the shoulders back again, squeeze the elbows together, look up at the sky, little back bend, inhale. Exhale with the flat back coming into our wide-legged forward fold. Feel the hips are even between the arches of the feet. Crown of the head comes down. You can bring your hands down to the ground underneath your shoulders. Maybe your head comes down, maybe not. Maybe you need to inch your feet a little bit farther or a little bit closer. Maybe you bring a block. If your head doesn't touch the ground, but you can get a block and put your head on the block, I recommend doing that in any position. It sends relaxing messages to your nervous system and your brain. Place your hands under your shoulders on the ground, straighten your arms, move your left hand right underneath your nose, pressing down on the ground or a block, right hand on hip, roll the right shoulder back and twist up to the right. Reach that right arm up, turn your palm, bend the elbow and wrap it outside that left hip, roll the right shoulder back, look up at the sky. And right hand comes back up and down. And now right hand comes down, left hand on hip, roll that left shoulder back, left shoulder away from the ear. Feel the belly button turning up towards the sky, tailbone away from the crown of the head, and then reach that left arm up. You can turn your hand, bend your elbow, and wrap it outside the right hip, or maybe place the hands outside that right thigh. And release. Left hand comes all the way down. Bring your hands on your hips, shoulders away from the ears, squeeze the elbows together, come all the way up at the flat back. Heel, toe it in, only to a little bit, like a few clicks, toes out, heels in, coming into star. So palms of your hands facing forward, and our arms are in a V, and our legs are nice and strong. Breathe here. Okay, now let's bend the knees, bend the elbows, goalposts, coming into goddess. Bend the knees. Let the hips descend as much as you can. Elbows, you can check it out in line with your shoulders. Check out both sides. And look at your hands. Are they forward or are they straight up? Shoulders down. Let the hips descend. Hold it here. Lift the right heel up. Let the hip descend. Lower that right heel, and the left heel comes up. Shaking is allowed. Lower the left heel. Both heels. This always reminds me of the Titanic when they dance on the lowly bottom level. And then she rises on her toes. So let's do that. Let's rise on our toes. Lift the heels up, straighten your legs, straighten your arms on your toes. Nice, lower the heels. Okay, heel toe the feet in, heel toe the feet in. Hook your thumbs together, press into the right. Inhale up and over to the left. Beautiful, inhale all the way up, hands to prayer, lower the prayer down. Take a moment. Feel the thumbs resting against your heart. Close your eyes. You can place your right hand on the heart, left hand below the belly. I am grounded. I am balanced. I am healthy. Open the eyes. Let's walk to the top of your mat and come into tree. Let's lift the right leg up first. So lift that right foot any height. And then bring your hands to prayer when you're ready. Base is soft. And reach your arms straight up. Breathe here. Keep reaching those arms up. Feel the arms by your ears. Spread your fingers, palm facing each other. Feel the space between the thumb and the index finger. Can you feel the skin stretching there? And now bring your hands back to prayer. From here, let's come into warrior 3. So reach your arms forward, right leg behind. Keep that right foot flexed. You can bend your standing leg. Flex that right foot, spread the toes. Reach your arms straight ahead by the ears. Press out through that heel. Keep that right hip down as you lift that right leg up. Breathe here. Tuck your chin in a little bit. Take a giant step to the back of the mat. High lunge. Bend that left knee. Warrior 2. Turn that right hip out. Warrior 2. Right toes out. Bend that left knee. Tuck the left hip under. Breathe here. Flip the left palm, reverse. Left hand comes up, right hand slides down the leg. Bend that left knee, maybe reach that left arm back. And come back to warrior 2. Straighten that left leg. Trikonasana, triangle. So the hand can come to your ankle or the ground or a block. Reach the right arm up, back of the head back. Like you're giving yourself a double chin. Turn your chin up towards the shoulder. Breathe here. If your chin or your neck doesn't feel comfortable, just look straight ahead. Really nice. Bring your right hand on the right hip. Look down at the ground. Bend that left knee. Let's pop up into half moon. So walk the left hand out into the left. Step that right foot in and walk the left hand out into the left a little bit more. Looking at the ground, that left hand is, if you're looking at a clock, on the 10. Roll the right shoulder back, turn your belly towards the side. If it feels comfortable for your shoulder, reach that right arm up. And if you're feeling strong and balanced, look at the side of the room. See how light you can be on those left fingertips. Maybe reach that left arm out in front. And then lower your hands down, turn that right hip down, lower that right leg down next to the left. Bend the knees, arms come in front for chair. Arms by the ears, butt back. Arms by the ears, butt back. If it's too much on the shoulders, just have your arms straight out in front. Sit a little lower and straighten your legs. Beautiful. Hook your thumbs together, palms face forward, heel toe the feet together. Crescent to the right. Inhale up, crescent to the left. Inhale up, hands come back to prayer. Lower the prayer down. Let the thumbs rest against your heart. Shoulders soft. Take a few breaths. Feel your heartbeat. Bend your knees. Straighten. When you're ready, other side. Left leg comes up. Take your time. If you need to lean against the wall with your hand or a piece of furniture, do that. Can you soften your cheeks and your jaw and your eyes while you're holding this beautiful tree pose? Feel the roots going down into the sole of your foot. And then feel the arms reach all the way up to the sky. Spreading your fingers, feel the skin stretch across the palms of your hands. And then the hands come back together and down. Okay, here we go into warrior 3. Reach the arms forward and then stretch that left leg back. Flex your foot. See if you can come into it without dropping that foot. Spread your toes, press out through the heel, bend your standing leg, reach your arms forward, tuck your chin in a little bit, lift the back of your head a little bit. Lift that left leg a little bit, but turn the left hip down. So you're rolling the inside of that left leg up towards the sky. Reach your fingers forward, feel your waist stretching, stretching, stretching. Lift the left leg up. Bend that standing leg more and come into a high lunge. Left foot comes down, you can heel to the right foot towards the right a little bit. Bend that right knee, press out through that left heel. Reach the arms up, bend that right knee. High lunge. And then turn your left foot, warrior 2. Reach those arms out, shoulders down. You can check out your heel. You want to be aligned to the best of your ability, heel to heel. Bend that right knee, tuck that right hip under. Flip the right palm. Left hand slides down that left leg. Reach that right arm up, bend that right knee, reverse it. Just be careful that the left hand is not pressing against your knee joint. So it's either below the knee or above the knee. Come back to warrior two. Straighten that right leg. And Trikonasana. Hand can come on shin or down to the ground. Reach the left arm up, back of the head back, shoulder. That left shoulder is away from the ear. Your ears are away from both shoulders. Feel your belly move with the breath. Soften your belly and your waist area. Let the breath fill every space in your body, your rib cage, your back, your hips, your legs, your feet. Bring your left hand to your hip. Look down at the ground, bend that right knee. Visualize that half moon. Step the left leg in. Walk the right hand out and to the right. You can put your hand on a block here if you like. Roll the left shoulder back. Flex that left foot. The left hand comes up. So tuck that right hip under. Lift the left leg up. Maybe lighten up on that right hand and see if you can lighten up on the fingers and maybe reach that right arm straight out, palm up, like you're holding a platter of mimosas for your friends. And then the left hand comes down, left hip comes down, lower that left foot, bend your knees, chair. Look straight ahead, reach those arms up, and straighten your legs, straighten your arms. Open your feet wider than hips distance. Hands come down, interlace your hands. Roll the shoulders back, open up your feet. Mat's distance, actually. Keep the edges of your feet on the mat. Roll the shoulders back. Bend your knees, stick your butt back. Reach your knuckles back and fold forward. Reach the knuckles up and over. Let the crown of the head reach down, but your knees are bent so that your belly is on your thighs. Reach those knuckles up, maybe over. Breathe here. Lower your hands back down, separate your hands, and let the hands slide down your legs. Okay, walk your feet back, downward facing dog. Straighten out the backs of your knees, push the ground firmly, lift those hips up. From here, we're going to come into dolphin. It's our last power move, and then we come down to the ground. So we're in dog. Look at the top of your mat, bend your elbows, your forearms. Lower your forearms down and then look at your feet. Keep on pressing your chest in between your feet. Lift the hips up. Some of us might need to bend our knees and lift the hips up in order to do this. That's beautiful. That's all, it all counts. Eventually the legs will straighten, maybe not today, maybe in a few years. Can't do it unless you practice. Everything comes with the practice. Keep breathing and pressing those forearms down. Your head is off the ground. Shake your head no and yes. This is our inversion of the day. You can lift your left leg up. Rotate your ankle. Lower back down. Lift the right leg up. Rotate your ankle. Lift it down. Beautiful. Hold it for 10 more seconds. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! untuck your toes. Child's pose, separate the knees, hips come back, and let your head come down, let the belly rest. Breathe here. Walk your hands over to the right. And walk your hands through center and over to the left. So your belly might be on that left knee, head comes down. And when you walk to the left, elbows are soft, your right palm is on top of the left. And walk your hands back to center. From here, let's cross the ankles behind, walk your hands in, coming onto our seat. Nice. So you can scoot towards the top of the mat. We'll come into butterfly. So soles of your feet together. You can close your eyes and let the knees flutter up and down. And let the knees soften. Open your eyes for a moment just so you can see. See if you can isolate the rib cage and make some circles. Back to the side and forward. To the side and forward. These are called Sufi circles. And then close your eyes. Do the best you can. Change the direction. And then sit up nice and tall, shoulders down, roll the eyes and the elbows up. Inhale and then exhale. Now the elbows come out to the sides, outside of the shins. Let the head go and soften as you come forward. Don't pull or yank, just soften forward. And then straighten up the back. Bring your hands outside of the knees, bring your knees together. Interlace your hands behind in front of the knees. Shoulders down, inhale here, exhale, chin comes to chest. Let the back lean back. Inhale up, chin is parallel to the ground. Exhale back. Last time up. And back. Hold on to the knees, separate your hands and roll all the way down to the ground and circle the knees out in, making circles. Separate and bring it together. Change the direction. Really nice. Hug the knees with the right arm. Left arm comes out to the side. Twist to the right. So that left hip is up and over the right hip. Left palm is open, left shoulder is down. And if your left shoulder is popping off the ground a little bit, that's okay. Feel the gravity drawing that left shoulder gently down to the ground. Bring your attention back to the belly as you breathe. Let it be soft. Inhale that left knee up to center. Exhale, the right knee up. Give the knees a hug with that left arm. Right arm out to the side, palm up, and gently rolling onto that left hip. Let your hands soften. You can let the head roll from side to side and then let it find its natural neutral point. Feeling the breath move back and forth. Let's inhale for a count of 4 and exhale for a count of 4. At any speed that feels good, we want to have the same length of inhale as exhale. In your own time, silently to yourself. And then after your next exhale, draw that right knee up, left knee up, give the knees a hug, bring your head to your knees and squeeze. And release out into your Shavasana, enjoying the next minute in silence, feeling that gentle vibration tingling throughout your body. And begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Stretch your arms overhead in any manner that feels good. Rotate your ankles and your wrists. Bend your knees, roll onto any comfortable side. Take a few breaths. And pushing yourself up into a comfortable cross-legged position. Close your eyes. Bring your hands to prayer. Raise your prayer up to the Anya chakra. And bow down in deepest gratitude to your beautiful heart for the gift of yoga and the joy and peace it brings to your entire body, mind, and soul every time you practice. Thank you for practicing with me. Have a beautiful day. Namaste. Thank you.
Thank you. That was great.
Thank
Have a
you.
lovely day.
You too. See you
Thanks.
next time. I'm not sure when I'm teaching.